Hi, my name is Jamie Collins, and today we are here at my home gym, the Langston in Tigard, Oregon. However, first and foremost, I want to thank my new sponsor, Universal. I'm incredibly honored to be a part of their team. However, the 2017 year is actually their 40th anniversary. They have some great stuff coming up, and I'm very excited to be a part of it. So thank you so much, Universal, for having me a part of your team. Now, some stuff about me that you may or may not know. I'm actually a bikini competitor. I'm competing since 2012. However, before I got into the bodybuilding world, I actually showed horses for about 10 years, up until about high school ended. After that, I was a little smaller, didn't weigh a whole bunch. I actually started going to the gym, just wanted to put on some size, get a little more muscle. One thing led to another. Did my first bodybuilding show, like I said, in 2012. And since then, I've been hooked and haven't looked back. As most people know, the bikini division, we are definitely known for our glutes and hamstrings. So I'm going to show you just a couple of my favorite exercises and hope you enjoy it. So let's get started. I usually warm up with about 5 minutes. Afterwards, I like to use a band to wake up my glutes a little bit more before I start my full routine for my glute exercises. So for this first exercise with the resistance band, we're actually doing sidewalks. And the thing that you need to remember when you're doing this, actually keep the resistance at all times. Because if you're taking steps or too close in, you actually lose resistance. So when you're doing this, keep your knees wide apart and short steps. So this one, you notice the steps are really little. I'm not coming in, keeping the band nice and tight, getting in a squat type of position. I'm just going to end, and I'll come back. So for the second phase of this, it's actually going to be front walks. So same thing on this one. You want to get in your squat position, keep it tight. Don't want to let your knees come in. Imagine as you're walking that your feet are on railroad tracks. You don't want to be stepping in or out. Try to keep them aligned. So this one, keep your knees out. Keep tension on the band. When you get to the top, and you walk back. For this last one, we're actually doing some band squats. So the same principle with this one. Keep tight, but on top of this one, I like to squeeze the glutes at the top of the exercise. So you go down, as you come up, you're not just sitting here, you're actually going to engage your glutes and squeeze them in. Alright, so after doing the elliptical along the resistance band, I'm now going to show you a couple of my favorite glute exercises. So let's go. So one of my favorite exercises here at this gym is actually the gluteator. It's important when you're actually doing this machine to, as you're going out, to push with your knees out and slowly go in. If you're just swinging the weight around, you're actually not going to get much of a glute workout doing this one. The great thing about this machine, it actually works in 2 planes of motion. It works in a hip abduction and hip extension. Another one of my favorite exercises here is actually the standing leg curl machine. And one of the reasons I really like this machine, it actually works unilaterally. Unlike most leg curl machines, this one you're actually only moving one leg at a time compared to moving 2 legs at a time. So for me, it helps also even out my symmetry, or if I'm off, it helps as well. In this machine, as well as the other machine, you want to control the weight going up as much as you want to control the weight going down. Don't let the weight pull you down. Keep it nice, even consistency from the top all the way to the bottom. So for actually a final exercise, I'm going to show you one of the machines here. It's actually hip thruster. And I actually like to keep my feet elevated. I feel for me personally, it engages my hamstrings as well as my glutes more. So this one, you keep your feet up, toes slightly out. As you come up, you want to squeeze at the top. You don't want to arch your back, but more so basically squeeze your glutes underneath you. So a key point about this exercise that really helps me is speed control. So this one, I'm not trying to lift the resistance of the bands up and down as fast as I can. I like to have a nice, slow, steady movement from the top exercise all the way to the bottom exercise. I notice it helps engage my glutes as well as my hamstrings a lot better if I actually keep consistent control from the top all the way to the bottom. I hope you guys enjoyed some of my favorite glute exercises. I look forward to showing you more down the road. And also, once again, thank you so much for Universal for having me be a part of your team. And I look forward to working with you for the 2017 year.